everyone, we were talking about the cell organelles, and the previous class we have seen so many organelles, and in today's class we are going to see the structure of nucleus. A nucleus is the control center of the cell, okay, and it is mostly spherical and dense, and it is the largest cell organelle which is present, and without nucleus a cell cannot survive. Robert Brown, the scientist who discovered the nucleus in 1831. Who is that? Robert Brown, okay. And what is nucleus? Nucleus, I have told you, that is almost spherical shaped structure, okay, and the nucleus is enclosed with a membrane. A membrane is enclosing the nucleus, and this membrane is known as nuclear membrane. What is that? Nuclear membrane. And nuclear membrane is a double layer structure. Two layers will be there for nuclear membrane, okay, and it has got so many pores on it. Like in the case of plasma membrane, nuclear membrane is also having so many pores, and the pores is known as what? Nuclear pores. What may be the function of nuclear pore? It is communicating with outside, means some materials are coming inside and going from nucleus through the nuclear pores, okay. And when I've told you something about endoplasmic reticulum, I've told you that endoplasmic reticulum is connected with nucleus. One end of the endoplasmic reticulum is just connected with the nucleus, and other end of the endoplasmic reticulum is connected with plasma membrane, okay. So here the endoplasmic reticulum is connected with the outer layer of the nuclear membrane. The outer layer of the nuclear membrane is connected with what? Endoplasmic reticulum. And inside the nucleus, nucleoplasm is there, that is a gelatinous substance, okay. Like in the case of cytoplasm, inside the nucleus it has got a jelly-like substance that is known as what? It is known as nucleoplasm, okay. And you can see a thread-like structure here inside, that is the chromatin fiber or chromatin thread it is, and the round-like structure that is known as nucleolus, okay. And what is the function of nucleolus? Nucleolus is almost round in shape, which is present inside the nucleus, and it produces ribosomes, okay. It has got the capacity to produce what? Ribosome, and it has got a role in the production of protein synthesis also. How it is helping the protein synthesis? Because it has got role in the formation of RNA, and it is means the nucleolus is forming the RNA, and it is storing the RNA also. That's why it has got role in the production of proteins, okay, because RNA is plays an important role in the protein synthesis, okay. So nucleolus is producing ribosome. It has got main role in the production of protein synthesis, okay. Why it has got protein synthesis? Why it has got role in protein synthesis? Because it is forming and storing RNA, okay. And nucleolus, at the time of the cell division, the nucleolus will get disappear. It will get disappear from the cell, and after the completion of the cell division, it will get reappears. So what are the points about nucleolus? Nucleolus are the round shaped substance which is present inside the nucleus, and it produces ribosome, and it is helping the protein synthesis by the production of RNA and storing of RNA, and it will get disappear at the time of cell division and will reappear at the after the cell division, okay. That's all about nucleolus. And the next one is chromatin or chromosome. Chromosome, or as you know, chromosome has got the role in genetics, okay. It is the by chromosome organisms are passing their features to the offsprings, okay. So at the starting time means at the time of resting time, I mean when the cell is not undergoing division, the chromosomes or the genetic material will be in the form of a thread, okay, and that form we are calling it as chromatin fibers or chromatin thread, okay. At the time of the cell division, it will get condensed and it will change its shape to this, and this structure is known as what? chromosomes. Have you got it? This is the genetic material. So when this cell is not undergoing division, it will be thread-like structure, and we are calling it as chromatin fibers. At the time of the cell division, the chromatin fibers will get condensed and it will change its shape to this, and this stage we are calling it as chromosomes. Okay, and it is made with DNA threads. And what is the function? It is carrying the features from generation to generation. Okay, and these are the cell organelles. And finally we have to look at what is the difference in between the plant cell and animal cell. So plant cell is somewhat large in size when compared to animal cell. It will not be that much large in the case of animal cell. And I have already told you that in the case of plant cell, it has got an additional covering that is known as cell wall other than the plasma membrane. It has got plasma membrane definitely, and apart from this, or additional additional membrane is here in the plant cell, that is cell wall, which is made with cellulose. And the plasma membrane will be present here in the animal cell, but the cell wall is absent. No cell wall will be present here in animal cell. Okay, and in the case of plant cell, you can see a large vacuole is present here. The size of the vacuole will be very large in the case of a plant cell. It is storing the waste products, pigments, water and food, all those things inside the vacuole. So it has got a large vacuole than in the animal cell. And some animal cell lacks the vacuoles, and if it is present, it will be very small in size. Okay, and because of the presence of the large vacuole, the plant cell doesn't have that much cytoplasm. It will be less actually, and it will be shifted towards the periphery of the cell. You can see that only this much portion contains cytoplasm. The center portion is covered with a large nucleus. The large vacuole. So it is not that much dense. But in the case of animal cell, it has the spherical nucleus will be almost at the center of the cell, and the rest of the portion will get covered with what? Cytoplasm. It has got dense cytoplasm inside. And the centrosomes. The centrosomes, I have told you what are centrosomes. The centrosomes will be present here in the animal cell, but it is not present here in the plant cell. These are the major difference in between the plant cell and animal cell. Okay, the plant cell having cell wall, animal cell doesn't have cell wall. It has got large vacuole, but in animal cell, vacuoles may be present. Sometimes it will not present. If it is present, it will be small in size. Cytoplasm will be dense, and here cytoplasm will be dense in animal cell. It is not that much present here in the plant cell. And then the centrosomes will be present here in the animal cell. Centrosomes will be absent here. The special structures, a plastid, will be present here in the plant cell. The plastids are absent here in the animal cell. These are the major difference in between plant cell and animal cell. And the rest of the chapter that we will discuss in the next video. Thank you.
Bye.